As I said at the beginning, one of the reasons that we meet together, and an important reason, I believe, is at a time like this we need to reflect on our own lives. Now, I don't know how many of you had the opportunity to read the poem that Amanda wrote when she was in 8th grade, but I didn't know Amanda as long or as well as many of you, but these past 8 months, I've grown to love her and kind of get a sense of when the stories were told about her, they didn't surprise me. And this poem is a description of who Amanda is. Even at 8th grade, she knew that she was a free spirit. She knew that she would want to have her own way, and she was going to go after it. And so the first thing I want us to think about is, what are some lessons that we can learn from Amanda? The first one, I think, is this: have fun. Life is hard, but have fun. She was known for her joy and her laughter. She totally enjoyed her nieces and nephews. And then there's the story of the pumpkin contest. Amanda, when she was maybe 10 or 11, wrote up a contract for us, mostly for the uncles, was it? She and the uncles were going to have a contest. And she said, we're having a pumpkin contest. We're going to judge the pumpkins. And so Uncle Jesse brought in a huge pumpkin that took 2 people to carry and put on the table. Amanda brought in a little gourd pumpkin and set it right beside it. And everybody said, well, of course Uncle Jesse's is going to win. And Amanda said, no, read the fine print in the contract. And in the very smallest font possible, she wrote, smallest pumpkin wins. You needed a magnifying glass to read the fine print. Have fun. And as we learned, she played checkers Texas style, and she had a lot of fun. The second thing I think we can learn from Amanda is to pursue your dreams. I was told this, and again, I think I understand it after having been with Amanda. Don't tell Amanda no. Now, children, I'm not suggesting that you disobey your parents, okay? But if you would tell Amanda no, that would just give her more reason to do what it is you told her to say no to. When she was at the railroad yard where her dad was doing some construction with her brother Kyle, she saw a woman in the train. I'm not sure if she was a conductor or an engineer, and Amanda said, I can do that. And of course, we know that she did. Pursue your dreams. She bought a horse after her surgery, and no one knew she was going to do it because she wanted to learn how to barrel ride. So the horse that you see outside is the horse that she bought. Although she was never able to do it, she was going to pursue her dream. And the horse's name is Truce. So have fun, pursue your dreams, but then have concern for others. Joan and I were with her, and we were asking her, what can we pray about for you, Amanda? And she said, well, of course, pray for me. But she said, but it's not just me. And she started to cry. It's my horse. And it wasn't Truce, it was Fancy, who also had cancer. Is that correct? And she had concern for her animals. And you already heard the story about the upholstery class. And did you know that she supported 2 children in Peru through Compassion International by monthly sending in contributions? Those little girls' names were Irene, who she supported her for 5 years, and then added Dana 3 years later. She cared for everyone else when they found out that she was going to be in hospice care. When the family met together, they said, it was Amanda who helped us to come through this. And she donated parts of her body for cancer research, and here's the reason why. Because she wanted to make sure that maybe sometime in the future, a little girl who would get cancer would be able to be healed of that cancer because of the donation of her body parts that were being researched on. So have fun, pursue your dreams, have concern for others. And as Uncle Jay pointed out so well, did she leave an impression? Absolutely. But also, I think there's some things to learn from Amanda's death and just death in general, and that's this. We don't know when our last breath will be. So make the most of every relationship and every opportunity. Love. Encourage. Take time with one another. Listen. Forgive. Be reconciled. Don't allow anger and bitterness to destroy you. You don't want to go through life with this because you don't know how long you have to live.